Back in January, a Denver District Court judge told that attorney representing him he had to show up today. Instead, both the attorney and the owner of CBZ, they were no-shows, only adding to the legal woes that he's been facing across the Front Range. The Jewel and Courtyard on Vine Street are the two remaining CBZ management properties still open in Denver. Two properties with multiple complaints, citations, and a long list of violations. A lack of hot water led Peter Svaldi to file his own lawsuit against the infamous management company.
It was very overall traumatizing and something that I still struggle with to this day.
Svaldi's lawsuit claims he spent 41 days without hot water at the Courtyard on Vine Street property. The lawsuit says CBZ failed to provide an alternative home for Svaldi while issues continued, and CBZ kept collecting rent.
It was very dehumanizing in terms of how long they allowed the hot water issue to persist without proper action.
Issues like these are similar to those tenants experienced at the William Penn property. It was closed in January and tenants were forced to leave after the city said conditions deteriorated quickly and CBZ owed thousands of dollars in fines on the property. Poor living conditions are just part of why Denver City Council member Darrell Watson is proposing changes to give Denver's Department of Public Health and Environment more teeth to hold landlords accountable.
What this bill will do will make sure that those landlords are not only told that this is not habitable, but they are forced to provide equal rooms for folks who are going to be displaced.
And with CBZ management ownership and representation skipping out on a hearing Monday, concerns over what's next for this property owner only continue, especially for those desperately seeking answers.
So I just hope to see justice and accountability for their decision to conduct business the way they decided to.
And in this morning's hearing, city attorneys requested a warrant be issued for the owner of CBZ management because they failed to appear, and a judge ordered that warrant. In studio, Veronica, Acosta, Denver 7.
Thank you, Veronica. And looking closer, tomorrow marks 1 month since CBZ's most controversial apartment complex, the Edge of Lowry, was fenced off and vacated. The complex gained national attention last summer after videos surfaced showing armed men allegedly linked to gangs. Earlier this year, Aurora police arrested 16 suspected Venezuelan gang members after a violent home invasion and kidnapping at the site. The apartments were also targeted by federal immigration operations in February. CBZ previously claimed that gang members had prevented them from making improvements. Aurora Police Chief Todd Chamberlain called the closure a turning point in the fight against crime in the area.
Another Denver apartment complex at the center of a separate federal immigration operation last month, now at the center of a lawsuit. Two tenants at Cedar Run Apartments announced today that they are suing their landlord. Their complaint, filed in Denver County Court, cites unsecured exterior doors, missing smoke detectors, and a lack of fire extinguishers, among several unsafe conditions. The lawsuit also claims these issues have attracted crime, with tenants reporting human waste, needles, graffiti, and other hazards throughout the complex. The landlord blamed the city of Denver for the deteriorating conditions after a February federal raid targeting undocumented immigrants there. Gelt Ventures, the property owner, alleges problems began when the city placed immigrants in those vacant units, an accusation both the city and tenants deny.
Those slumlords may blame tenants, they may blame the city of Denver, and they're going to pick on immigrants, but the problems that have persisted at Cedar Run go back years, and they are solely the responsibility of Gelt Ventures.
The goal of the lawsuit is to have some of the existing issues at the property fixed. In a statement, Gelt Ventures told Denver 7 in part, quote, "We are consistently working with the Denver Health Department to repair and often re-repair exterior and interior damage typically caused by non-residents who break into the buildings."